Rev up your engines for the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast with Big E. Proudly sponsored by Christensen Law, where bikers helping engine bikers is more than just a motto. It's our commitment to the biker community. Be sure to tune in and listen to the latest news and biker buzz. And for all your personal injury needs, be sure to contact the Christensen Law team at 248-900-9000.
Get her done.
All things bikes, the freedom of the road, and the brotherhood that makes this lifestyle what it is. From killer tips to wild stories from the highway, we've got it all right here. Life is short, bikers, so let's get after it. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast this week from the new studio. We even have guests. I know, guests. Pretty crazy. We have PP over there sitting across from me with a bewildered look on his face.
Turn this shit down some. Man.
What?
We don't everybody can hear everything through my headphones.
Well, that's good though.
That's why I didn't need it.
Yeah, hey, you gotta save the
There, I turned it down.
special
Cry
guest
baby.
there for last.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We have Rhino in the house. He
Oop,
hasn't been on that many podcasts, has he?
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. We got OG in the house. He's hanging back, sitting on the floor, farting around on his phone, Facebooking.
Yeah.
Then
Either that or it's Tinder, one of the two.
I think it's Bumble. That's kind of what he's on right now.
Bumble.
He was talking to some girl earlier.
So I didn't hear your story. Big deal.
Yeah, we're cruising down the road and talking to him. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? I'm talking to somebody." He says. I look over there. Oh, that Bumble? He's like, "Yeah." But we have more special guests.
Oh.
More specialer.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. In the house, we have RJ and Allie from Thunder Roads Magazine. Woohoo!
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing.
So, part of my plan today was to go to Bullshot, have some groundhog. Is that what they were? I think
Pulled groundhog.
Yeah, pulled groundhog.
About time we killed
Pretty
that
good.
fucker. I mean, excuse me.
And see if the Road Glide saw its shadow. But I was really hoping that there was going to be a Street Glide Ultra there because I really wanted to see one up close. Unfortunately, they're not getting theirs until next week. So we did not get to see in person the Street Glide Ultra. But some of the new colors are badass, dude.
I haven't even seen any of the colors.
None of them?
None.
Yeah,
Haven't even looked it up yet.
I think it's going to take a minute. Mostly for all of us OGs, even though OG already has one. But to start liking that new fairing. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, you just screwed up my world. It's so different.
I mean, my opinion, I haven't seen one in person yet, but, you know, I've seen the new street glides,
Right.
obviously, and new road glides. I don't think it's so bad. I don't know what everybody's complaining about. Things change. I mean, shit, we sound like our grandparents now. I don't know. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. I remember my Studebaker. I could run it through, down the train tracks and jump the fence, and I wouldn't have a dent or scratching it. Well, you know what? Things change. I don't know. It has some similarities to some other stuff.
Yeah.
But that's going to happen. You drive down the road, you see 5 cars at the stoplight. They're all different brands. They all look the same. You
Kind of similar, yeah.
Yeah, they're all identical. I think it's just the way things go.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue
That's
that
my
because
opinion.
I do think they look very Indian. And I've thought that from
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I
From-
can see
from
that,
the get-go.
So
Little bit.
I thought the same thing when I first saw that. I'm like, what the hell's that Indian doing in this Harley shop?
but
And it was a
Yeah.
brand new street glide. Oh shit!
What about,
Yeah.
what about when the Indians came out and everybody's like, oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah.
Gee, it looks like a road glide. And they were doing the same thing to
Yeah.
Indian.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're copying Harley.
Yeah.
But like I pulled up alongside a Ford Escape yesterday at the light, and I'm like, that looks a lot like my BMW.
Right.
I mean, it's got the same. It like totally could be. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And I don't know all the models, but there are definitely what you would consider U.S. and foreign models that are the exact same car.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's a different. It was a joint venture of some
Right.
sort, but I know there's a couple of them that have done that. I don't know the models, but
So I really wanted to see the Street Glide, to see the lowers. I posted on Facebook. Some of you probably saw it, and a lot of the comments were all the same. It's just a Street Glide with a tour pack on it, and they're not wrong. And lowers. So that brings us to our next little notification that
yes, I am clairvoyant. That's the
So-
notification.
so this is a movement that Rhino actually started.
The Transglide.
The Transglide,
Yeah.
we call it. And apparently he is part of the Harley Davidson design team, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe they've hacked my phone.
So,
That's what I think it is.
most of us ride Ultras. He had a Street Glide that he is in the process. Well, I guess pretty much the transition has been completed, hasn't it?
I need the engine heat guards and the air deflectors on the fairing.
But
That's
for
about it.
the most part, it looks the part of an Ultra.
Yeah. For the most part, it's an Ultra.
It's still missing the seat dildo, though.
The what?
The seat dildo.
Well, maybe that's detachable.
I'm not.
All right. Well, that went a different direction.
Well, we had to just get that out there.
You can count on OG for a different direction.
Well, so yeah, the new Street Glide Ultra. Why do you, I can see why they did it, probably because how many people do you see that they want the Street Glide, they can't find one maybe in their price range, so they grab out Ultra and take the tour pack off and play Street Glide because it looks the same
Obviously,
from a distance.
Obviously, they put this new product out it's a stripped down Ultra. It doesn't have all the lights and blah, blah, blah.
It's a Street Glide.
But everybody loves storage, right?
Well, yeah,
That's a big deal.
that and trunks are for old guys, right?
That's right.
And obviously, that's a big deal because
That's why I have one now.
that's all they did, really. That and
Well,
the lowers.
I think if they would have made it look a little more, maybe packed it with some more features like the rear speaker pods, the additional lighting, stuff that you expect on an Ultra, it probably would go over better.
In my opinion, one of the things that makes the Ultra look cool are those passing lights. And I had to put those on my Street Glide. And it's like, and I don't know, a year and a half ago, over at Hot Rod, Rick Rowe, Skid,
Right.
he had bought that Road King and it didn't have passing lights. I'm like, that looks weird. You know,
They do.
I think that looks. That's cool. And how's that going to look on that new?
Yeah,
You never know.
I don't think it'll look good on the new bike. I was looking at it, and I just don't know.
Somebody's going to come up with a cool design. You just wait. You know, there'll be a cool design for those people who think that passing lights are cool.
I don't know about that.
I think passing lights are a big deal.
I mean, I love my passing lights, and I do think it gives it that kind of nostalgic vintage kind of look. That
It gives you that ultra look.
right.
Yeah.
You want to weigh in or no?
Well, we've got a limited,
Right.
and I just got it. Well, I say I just got it, but I got it last summer. That's how quick I am to do my own bike work. But I got a detachable tour pack kit, so I can take the trunk off, and bought another seat for it, and so like you kind of almost turn your ultras into a street glide sometimes, and you turn your street glides into somewhat of an ultra. Like sounds like what you did.
Right.
Yeah.
How often do you take your tour pack off?
Right now, never, because I have to put the kit on.
Right.
But when I did, like on my road glide, I had a detachable, and I took it off quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I just like to look without it, you know. But when we obviously travel, we would put it right back on because they're so handy. Like you said, everybody wants storage, or you need storage when you're traveling.
Right.
So my first Harley was 01 Road King, and the guy sold it with a tour pack, and I took it off a couple times, and it was like, you take it off, you inconvenience yourself. That tour pack is pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and when I bought mine, I had thought I'll get the detached kit, then I can play street glide. I never even bothered. It's so nice to have that extra room.
You never took it off.
Never took it off.
See, that's
I did a couple times, and I was like, why?
that's like me. I mean, I went from a street glide to an ultra, and
Oh, and he fought
Oh, he
the
did.
tour pack.
well, you know, and I've always it's always been a joke. Tour packs for old guys. I mean, that's and
Trunks are for old guys. Trunks are for old guys.
Trunks for old guys. So I ended up buying just before I sold or traded in my street glide. I had bought a trunk.
Did you ever get it mounted? I
No.
never seen it mounted.
No, I never did. I actually ended up selling it to Mook.
Okay.
But I got it for traveling because they are great for extra room for traveling. And I never got it mounted. Well, I ended up trading it in and buying that Ultra. And that was the thing I said too, is I'm gonna get the detached kit and be able to take it off. Well then, you know, it's pretty nice having all of them lights in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely benefits.
And that's I've never even thought twice about taking it off because of all the lights in the back.
I know it's a crazy idea, but has anybody seen a new Street Glide Ultra? Like physically seen one?
No.
I seen it in the picture. It looks cool. I mean, you get some extra space.
It
Yeah,
looks
just
it
in the
looks a
picture.
lot like the.
The Indian.
Well, no, it looks just like the street glide that was down at Whole Shot that with the custom paint today.
Yeah, which was
It's got that same tour pack kind of look on it with no speaker pods on the back and no, or like yours. But you put more lights on yours, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, he had lights.
Yeah.
that was the last transition surgery that I
Right.
did, and there'll be some more.
So apparently Rhino was clairvoyant. Maybe he mentioned it to the
Maybe I know shit.
MoCo and said, "Hey, why don't you just turn your street glides into ultras with all you gotta do is throw a tour pack on it
Well, they kind of like read
and lowers."
right. You know, they kind of read it on the wall. I think everybody was buying lowers and detachable kits and Razor tour packs and throwing
Right.
lights on there. So they kind of just said, "What the hell?" And
Well, I mean, it was
Probably follow suit.
kind of smart, I guess, on their part to eliminate that line.
It It is on their part. It's smart because now they don't have that extra line that
Right.
they've got to supply manpower to.
Well,
Because while
And-
I mean,
But
while
to
an
me-
Ultra and a Street Glide look a lot alike,
And now they get
there
to
are
sell
some pretty
those
subtle-
options.
subtle
There are
differences.
some very, very big differences.
Right.
now those options are sold at a premium.
Well, just
Well,
like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, but for
Right,
like
but when you
somebody
buy it
like
on a
me,
bike, it's a little bit cheaper.
I don't want to be able to. I don't want to have to buy something and then
Buy more stuff for it.
buy more shit to put on it to make it how I want it.
Isn't
mean,
But that's
isn't that
that's the
part
Moco
of
way.
making it yours?
It is.
Well, it is to an extent, but I don't. I mean, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy a bike. I don't want to spend $30,000 or 24, whatever they are.
30.
You're always gonna
Yeah, they're probably 32,000
Right.
for a bike, and then have to add shit to it. Yeah, it's making it my own, but I want to be able to change like derby covers and shit
Yeah.
like that
To make it your own.
my own. And I want to be able to buy something that's comfortable. One, I mean,
Right.
I'm fucking old. I want something comfortable.
Right.
And not saying street glides aren't comfortable because I loved mine. I loved my street glide. But my Ultras have a lot more comfortable than the street glide is. And that's yeah, they look alike. And that's
But-
where we were just saying.
Yeah.
There is some drastic differences
Yep.
that are
Suspension's a little bit different.
right.
The rake's a little bit different. You know, it sits up an inch higher than a Street Glide, and
Right.
yeah,
They're definitely more comfortable. And, you think about it, if you bought a Street Glide, like, oh, gee, he wants a tour pack. Now he's got to go pay for the money for the color matched tour pack.
Right.
right.
Right? Or this is coming on the bike. All you got to do is get a detachable kit if you want to take it off. And then, just that kind of stuff. But
Right.
I haven't seen one. I actually haven't even looked up to see what the specs are on them.
But
are they liquid cooled like the
Yeah.
Ultras
Oh.
are? So the Street Glide.
Well, they are
The
liquid
new
cooled.
Street Glide is
Okay.
it's
Okay, so they have some, they
Okay.
intertwined it a little bit, so you're getting almost,
But if you order your tour pack when you buy your bike, it's not hard to get that matched at all.
Right, it's not hard, but there again, you're spending that much. How much more money are you spending?
so someone kind of almost jinxed me on going down there today, and I was going to tell them, well, just come here and we'll go down to Hot Rod, because Hot Rod had something going on too, and they had one of the Street Glide Ultras down there. So I kind of had hoped that there might be one over at Whole Shot, but
I envision that picture and I take off that tour pack and to me it looks like a Street Glide that someone added lowers on. But
It
and
is.
it's got a cowl down there, you know what I mean? So it's got
It
a
is.
cowl in
I mean,
front.
that's-
I mean, that's what they were going for. It looks like it's got the lower, sleeker, kind of lower looking ride like the Street Glide does. One thing I will say is I wish that they would maybe change up their wheels on the bikes. I mean, that wheel just seems like they've had it
Had
for
that
a while.
Street Glide, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think there was a smart decision for them to be seen. I don't know. I'd have to see when a person actually ride one, but I mean, you got to roll with the changes, right? If it's
right.
it's not a complete.
I think the biggest complaint is it's not really the Ultra.
Right.
It's just a Street Glide with a tour pack, basically, and lowers.
And
Now-
it's
It doesn't have.
I don't know what they're doing different. But on Erlacker's show, they're doing something different to get the sound back. I mean, just like when I bought mine, even though it's the
Right.
older stuff, but when he bought his, when you take it off a lot, it sounds like a
Like a
shopping
washing
cart,
machine,
right?
pretty much.
So I don't know if they actually changed something for the more iconic sound on these new bikes.
So the one we heard today,
Mm-hmm.
not.
No, electric
Nah.
shopping cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did you hear OG's when his was new?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's the sound. All he did is put slip-ons on it, and his
Right.
slip-ons made a world of difference. It sounds
I was there when
better.
he was putting on the wrong set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that made a big difference.
And
Well, even Princess's bike. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Just put
slip-ons on that, and it's now you hear it coming.
Right. You're still stock
No.
exhaust? No.
now the question.
That's the first thing that's got to go.
I mean, how would you like that job? The guy who puts the stock exhaust on a Harley.
I don't know why I'm doing it.
I know.
Just knowing that that's the first thing that's
I
going to
don't know
go.
why I'm doing this.
You know,
I feel
Because they're going to
fulfilled
take
in my
this shit off
job.
anyways and change it out.
On pretty much 100, well, maybe, 95% of your work is undone.
Right.
That's depressing.
Oh, yeah.
This might be a good time to interject to make sure you're watching the bills they're trying to push through for legislation for sound. And
Yeah,
exhaust
yeah.
control. Because I know that they're probably jumping through their hoops. That's why they put those pipes on there, so they had to jump through the hoops for all the emissions and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, if you're not paying attention, make sure you're watching and seeing what they're trying to do.
So that's why I'm pro EV. Okay, I want everybody to drive an electric car so they leave the motorcycles alone. Can we just do that?
You'll have to explain that one to me. I don't see how that works.
What's that?
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
I think that's going to be a different
Yeah, I was just making it
podcast.
funny. Okay. So,
Yeah. A piss poor attempt.
just additionally, I think motorcycle insurance should pay for depression therapy during the winter.
It's a different kind of insurance.
Yeah.
Therapy or physical therapy? Because if you need like mental health,
depression.
yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, right? It's like, all right, I guess I'll go to Eric's. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Whatever.
Well, that's what the saying is, right? You never see a motorcycle parked outside a therapist's office.
Yeah.
Not in the summer.
That's your point, is that in the wintertime.
Wintertime.
In the winter, I'm
I
just
knew we did
screaming.
The off season. Yeah. Well, you know.
I think I usually spend like 5 or 10 minutes a day in the morning. Cup of coffee, cigarette, open up the garage door, start her up. I don't know if she's a he or she at this point in the transition, but I spend a couple minutes with her and him, he, her, they, them. I don't know what it is.
Does the fairing match the bags?
Right. Yeah. So anyhow, spend a couple minutes.
Do you find
And then all day long, I get texts. Can we go riding? No.
So
Do you
Can't go riding.
fondle them?
What's that?
Do you fondle them?
here's the next thing.
No.
He's looking at she fondly. So I mean, we're not judging.
Yeah. No judging.
No judging. Just
No judgment.
Hey,
if it,
Judgment free zone.
Yeah. Looking at she fondly. We don't judge.
kill me.
Huh?
Nothing.
Go wash your hands.
For real.
Oh, shit.
All right. So we've covered this Street Glide Ultra. I still want to see one. Maybe next week, and I'll take a ride to Muskegon. I don't know. It'll probably be sold by then. Someone will buy it. Maybe.
It'd be nice to see one in person instead of in a picture. Just because.
Sit on it. But I don't like the fact that the tour pack doesn't have the speaker pods and.
Well, and I think they did that to keep it
So you can buy them at a higher price, dude.
right. But I think they did that to keep it.
They already got them on their
Streetlight
website. I
and
guarantee it.
not the Ultra.
Otherwise, they just make it an ultra.
Yeah. Otherwise, just
New
make it an
Ultra.
Ultra.
Well,
They might come out with something new. They might come out with the Street Glide Ultra Limited or something that has all the bells and
That has
whistles,
all-
what's up
all
their
that.
sleeve, you know,
Yeah.
CVO or something.
Maybe.
Right.
You never.
But if those people who want to make it an Ultra buy that, they're going to sell them the speaker pods. They're going to sell them the.
Well, I don't know if they're available for that tour
They're going to
pack.
sell them the tour pack.
I don't know if it's a
They're gonna
different.
sell
I
them
didn't. We haven't seen
all
the tour
this
packs. So
stuff.
I don't know.
at a premium compared to.
Is it the same
what
tour
those
pack that we
options
have?
are.
Then there would be pods available. Or if it's a different
There
tour
you go.
pack altogether, because the bags are different, saddlebags are different.
But you may have to buy a different tour pack
For what?
to put speakers in the tour pack.
No, you just drill a hole and you hook them up.
If it's maybe
They'll eventually be aftermarket.
Oh, I'm
right,
sure.
there'll be aftermarket stuff. I mean, but is that
No,
is
there's
that tour
probably-
there's
pack-
actually
probably-
Harley stuff that's on their website right now that you can buy to add to your Street Glide Ultra or
Really?
whatever they're calling it.
so it must be a
It must be an additional add-on, but still, the Ultra would already
They
have
got the
it.
lights for them already too on Harley's website, but you can probably get them have them black and.
Oh, OG,
whatever,
you want to
Eagle
confirm
lights.
that?
What's that?
You want to go to the Harley site on your phone there and see if they got that shit on there?
because I mean that's the whole thing is
Well, we know
is,
Harley
is that
is.
tour pack. I mean, Rhino's saying that you can buy speakers for it, but I mean,
Yep.
I haven't seen one, so
I don't know either.
Now they don't.
Is it big
They
enough
don't.
to be
They don't
able-
have the holes, but they have like an outline.
But you could drill a hole.
This
put
is
it
where you
at
drill
a
the hole
speaker.
for your speaker pods.
Yeah. So I mean, it's again,
Right.
you,
But
that's to
I
me.
mean,
I
that
think
is
that's
kinda- that is
they
kinda-
made, they did that, but they kept it a street glide and not with the next step
They
as
did it
an
because they're
ultra.
going to make more
in
money.
in the infamous words,
No business
of
does
Johnny B.
anything.
"Welcome to the world of adult Legos."
Yeah, but no business does anything
Well, they made a
to not
fortune
make more money.
on selling you a bike that is supposed to be premium. Like, it's a Harley. It's the shit. But you've got, I mean, basically dollar store hand grips on them from factory.
Right.
Everything that you trade out and upgrade.
There's
I mean,
that
it's
job,
kind-
too.
Right.
The hand
Yeah.
grip guy.
Yeah, the hand grip guy.
But you know,
Handlebar
That's
guy.
one of the first things I traded out was my hand grips.
like these, like the windshields. Okay, if you buy any touring bike or with a fairing, you're going to get a different windshield.
Yep.
Okay, Harleys are really expensive. Clockwork is too. I got one off Amazon for $50,
Right.
Well, that's. I mean,
and
that's where I got mine.
I don't see any
I
less
got-
performance
I got
than a Clockworks. or a
Clockworks.
Harley.
But I mean, I got mine off from Amazon. But I mean, again, I got the Ultra where it
Right.
had the bigger windshield, and
Yep.
again, I liked my low 4-inch windshield on my Street Glide. So what did I do? Exact same thing. I bought a 4-inch windshield for my Ultra.
Yep.
I love it. I mean,
Well, mine came with the 4-inch.
Can you see
And
over
I
it
was
though?
getting blasted in the face. I was picking on him because
yes, I can see over it.
Just checking.
So-
Just checking.
Actually, it's a nice enough windshield. I mean, yes, it was off Amazon, but it's a nice enough windshield that I can wear my ball cap forward and not have it blow off my head at
Yeah.
70 mile an hour. Or, I mean, 55.
I was gonna say, I question 70. I've seen it almost come off. I've seen you grabbing for it to spin it
Well,
around.
yeah. If it's not windy out, though, I can probably do 65. And then it gets to where it starts to, flutter in the wind a little
Shutter.
bit, and
Yeah.
I just take and turn around.
We're waiting to see if OG finds anything on the Harley site.
No, because the Harley site sucks.
Oh, all
It
right.
does,
Well,
you're right.
All
Hard
right.
as fuck to search anything on that thing.
All right. So Harley, if you're
Wait,
listening,
go
your
in
website
and you
sucks.
tell it that you have a 2025 Street Glide Ultra. Is that the model?
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
And you should be able to plug that in and it'll show you everything.
How's the pricing?
That's the problem.
I mean, is the pricing
No.
barely over a Street Glide?
It is
last year,
over
or
a
is it-
Street Glide.
Is it under an Ultra from last year?
I don't know.
I mean,
What was the
I'm-
pricing?
I don't know either, but I'm going to say it's probably less than an Ultra from last
higher
year,
than a Street Glide.
and higher than a Street Glide from last year as well.
So somewhere in the middle.
Yep.
I would think.
Was it 28 or was it 30?
What, for the Ultra Street
Yeah.
Glide?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look. I can find that pretty quick, probably. We got people in here just looking for stuff on the
Look at that.
website. Explorer 25 Grand Touring motorcycles. Road King Special 25.7. Street Glide 27.7. Road
Yep.
Glide 27.9. Street Glide Ultra 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you're $3,000.
37. Yeah, it's $3,000 more than the Street Glide.
Well, that's how much their tour packs cost too.
Yeah, tour pack easily. is gonna
But,
cost that
yeah,
much.
you got-
a
but you
painted
got-
matching tour pack.
You got tour pack. You got lowers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, in all honesty, I think that's a better deal.
from what you would have paid last
Right.
year for,
Yeah.
However,
or even this year if you had a Street Glide to get the lowers
Correct.
and a tour pack matching and all that
Right.
stuff.
However, that tour pack and those lowers, if they're not already available from like Avon Black and these other third parties at half the cost of Harley, they will be real soon.
Well, that's why I say. I mean, to buy an Ultra right now, you're better off buying an Ultra than you are a Street Glide
Actually,
at $3,000 more.
you probably get a hell of a deal on a 24 Ultra.
Right.
I know.
That's-
I know.
Well,
That-
yeah,
But-
but I mean, you're for $3,000 more to buy a Street Glide Ultra
Than a Street Glide.
than a Street Glide.
Right.
You're way
Have we-
ahead of the game to
Probably.
buy that.
Have they announced a 2025 Ultra?
No.
There
They're,
Yeah, I
isn't
think
gonna
they're
be.
done. So
Yeah.
that's not
there
an
is,
option
yeah,
anymore.
there isn't
I
going
said,
to be.
I know there's at least one 24 Ultra down at Hot Rod.
You know, and they're going to do a Street Glide Ultra, and they're going to do a Road Glide Ultra.
Well, they already had the Road Glide Ultra. They did that
They
last
just don't
year.
call
Yeah,
it.
they did.
Yeah, they do.
Ultra
They,
last year.
I thought they called it. Never mind. Probably
No.
an Ultra. Yeah. But
I don't like the Road Glide.
I don't know. I can't do the shark nose.
I
How about
can't.
you? What do you think about the shark nose?
I like them, man. Until you've taken a long, long ride on one, you probably won't appreciate it. But we've taken some long trips, and I did not like them.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I teased my friends that had them. I'm like, why are you driving that thing? It's so ugly. But then I took one down to Tennessee for, I don't know, a week or so, and did a lot of riding, and I came back, and it wasn't too long after that I owned one. Yeah.
But a lot of my buddies have said, well,
Yeti has a Road Glide now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that goes back to kind of like what I said. To me, I feel like we're just getting fatter, but maybe. But the Street Glides and Ultras, to me, like I even get on my Ultra sometimes, and I go, man, why does this feel so small to me? Like all of a sudden, but now I get it. Are you making faces back there? Because you did pitch. So, but on a Road Glide Ultra, I just feel like they feel bigger, and I feel like the fairing's so much further away, and the way they're set up, I just feel like there's more space for me. I feel like they fit better. So there's that too that I found that they feel bigger to me.
and it would the
The fairings are definitely further away.
right the fairing is definitely further away. I mean, it's got to be 6-8 inches away, farther away, anyways.
Yeah, you touch your radio or something on your street light or ultra, it's like right there.
Right.
Road light, you kind of gotta.
Right.
Yeah.
But few of my buddies, they have road glides, and they're like, yeah, this is the best thing. If you do anything, long trip, and you know, when you don't have you don't feel the wind and this and that, and I've really never. I mean, I've done some long rides. I've never ridden one of the road glides, only because I think they're ugly.
You just don't have any interest in it.
I have no interest in riding one.
Neither did I until
They're
that time,
ugly.
yeah.
I think they're just. I don't know. I don't see myself ever riding one just to ride one to see how it feels.
You sound like me about 5 years ago.
Right. I've never even sat on one, but just the same thing.
I've sat on them, and
You know, it's
I kind of like
it's like
it,
that
but
fairing is so far away, and
Well, maybe Yeti will let you take his for a ride for a decent
Eddie's got
space.
Yeti's got a street glide.
no, he doesn't.
Oh, you know he's got that road glide.
He got that road
they're right
glide.
at the end of the riding season.
Yeah.
right?
You'll have to see if he'll let you sit on the seat for a
Well,
while.
He probably would.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would.
But yeah, I mean, and that was the whole thing, is they always said, you know, when like a semi passes you or whatever, you don't have that wind turbulence. I don't feel that on my
Coming back from
Ultra.
Tennessee, coming up
Mother
this
Nature gives me more wind
That's
than that.
My Ultra is not so bad. It's got more weight to it. But my street glides, I notice, they do buffer. They do. Is it enough to really make you whine and cry, oh, my hands are tired, my arms are tired because my fairings just beat it? No, you just roll with it, and that's what you're used to.
Right.
You just do it.
Right.
But when I was coming back on that bike and I hit the cruise and I was doing 80, that thing was straight as an arrow, man. And it made a huge difference. And But you got to ride one to see if you like it or not.
Right.
You know, that's the
Right.
thing, because I couldn't get over the looks of it either. It took me a long time to get over the looks. But once the comfort
I like
side
riding.
of it. So
You don't like the bike?
You're a little
I don't
smaller.
like riding them. It's,
Why not?
It was any sharp turns, and it threw
I think
my
it's a bigger
center
bike.
of gravity off, and I dropped it like 3 times
Oh,
because
wow.
it was just too
Now,
stretched.
now, did you drop it because of the center of gravity,
It's the only
or
bike
the
I've
perception
ever dropped.
of?
Yeah, she that
Oh,
bike.
that's just rude.
I had put bars on it and stuff, so it was probably, you know, when you're coming into
Only bike
sharp
I've ever
turn
dropped.
and you're trying to back it up or turn
Right,
it and move
right.
it. Probably wasn't. It wasn't your fault, but
I know.
Well, that's the whole thing, though. Is it wasn't set up for you.
Right.
The bike was not set for you.
But it
So
was my bike.
again, though, but the bike was not set for you.
what's mine is mine.
Right?
There's guys out there right now listening, going, "What the hell are you guys talking about, man? We ride Softails and Dynos. Who needs a windshield and radio?
Yeah,
right,
You know, all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
We know a couple of them old guys that.
Yeah. Cookie.
oh my god!
That for?
You know, and so I must be a powder puff or something. When I had my road king, I was washing it, and it's pretty easy to pop the windshield off, and I'm like, I'm gonna ride it without the windshield to go get a pop or something, right? And I turned around because it was so windy. I turned around. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what these guys.
Could you imagine riding that on our little ride that we went on this summer
Woo.
with that freaking 40-mile-an-hour crosswind for
God.
40 miles?
That didn't offer any comfort from me.
No.
That sucks.
It was just that heat faster.
Yeah, that sucked.
That
I
was
couldn't imagine doing that with no windshield.
No.
That was in the agriculture area of Illinois. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is it
That was
only
Flat,
Illinois?
flat, and
Agricultural
nothing.
area.
Nothing but freaking
But-
cornfields
Like a
Freaking-
Dollar General.
and Dollar General.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean,
that was a godsend.
It was in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
You know, I mean, we'll know when we make it to Mars because there'll be a Dollar General there.
Huge
We have
NASA
Dollar
sponsor.
Generals.
Right. So, RJ, what's new in your world? You just came back from Hawaii.
Oh,
We just got back from Hawaii 2 nights ago.
Yes.
2 nights ago. And yeah, we spent 10 days there, man. It was awesome. It was fantastic.
10 days, 3 posts, right? I only seen 3.
It was awesome.
There's
Well,
I'm messing.
we did not post very much. You probably did notice that. I might have shared a couple things, and I thought about it a lot. I'm like, I should probably keep everybody in tune when I'm like, fuck, we're on vacation, and,
Exactly.
well, we got to
Right.
point out that we were out of town, and everything went smooth, and now I've got a shit ton of catching up to do.
Right.
But, yeah, timing was good. I guess it was really cold here.
It
Really cold here.
it was.
I kept seeing everybody posting shit like, my pipes are frozen. Anybody know anybody can help me with frozen pipes? Well, I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
it
it
was-
must be
it was-
freaking cold.
It was frigid.
Yeah, good for you guys, though. That's, I mean,
We needed a break, and it was overdue.
So, did you ride out there?
We did not.
No. Oh.
However, the other couple we were with did rent a Rubicon Jeep, and we kind of had this motto that as long as we're here, the front top of the Jeep was not going on unless it was raining. And we had to
Right.
put them on a couple times, but for the most part, we had it off. We got to do some really fun off-roading, though,
Yeah.
with that Jeep. Yeah, it was a great time, man. We talked about renting bikes while we were out there, but we squeezed so much stuff in those days that it was in our mind to try to rent something like that, because there were some really awesome roads out there that would have been fantastic to ride on. I mean, I'm talking like this
Right.
for miles and like this for miles, and you can't see me through the podcast, but it was up and down
Up and
curves,
down
switchbacks.
curves, yeah.
It was pretty amazing. I'll probably post some of those pictures. I do have like a little bit of stuff that I want to share here eventually, and say, hey, we're back and that kind of stuff. But obviously, we jumped right back into it. Never made it home. I was already at a meeting for something, and then right back into it today. So we got a lot of catching up to do. And today being the first, the magazine for February came out. We're kicking off the Wild Stallions motorcycle build competition again, the 3rd season. Derek Long's creation there that we were able to hook up with him in our first year of owning the magazine. So this time of the year is kind of crazy. We got a lot of catching up to do. And on
What?
page 3
Page 3.
of the February issue, there's a certain guy in there that goes by Big Easy.
Big Easy. I heard that about you.
Yeah.
And welcome aboard, man. I'm
Thanks.
glad that
Yeah, I'm pretty excited
I'm
about it.
happy to have you part of the. I kind of look at you as part of the team. You guys have been
Yeah.
great to us, and you guys have done a lot to help us out, and the events and things like that. But now it's official, dude.
Yeah, now you're like my boss and shit.
I'm never a boss, but I'm happy that you decided to jump aboard.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. We need something over here.
I know that we when we got together and talked, I think that I don't think you stopped smiling and you had that glimmer in your eye the whole time.
Yeah, I got
So
a hit list, dude.
well,
And
bottom line is that we need the help, and you know what? If I were to throw a million names into a hat, man, and I would never have got so lucky to have you jump in.
well, thanks. Thanks. I'm excited to be a part of the team, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We're growing, man. We're
Yep.
growing. The magazine's growing. We've got some things that we've done last year that we're going to do again. And I always say there's things where we probably won't do again. I have a lot of meetings lined up in the next week for the season, and some things that are going on that we haven't done in the past we're excited about. And until I get the stamp on them for sure, I don't want to say too much.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to have somebody representing Thunder Roads Michigan Magazine over here. We definitely needed it, and we do need it. And I think it's going to be fun. We're here for you,
Definitely.
buddy.
Yeah.
All you
Definitely.
guys. Yeah, appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be good.
I mean, you've got You want to
What,
talk
now?
about the one you picked up already?
Oh,
Coming in tomorrow?
Jailhouse? Jailhouse,
You
yeah.
can mention them.
Jailhouse Bar in Manistee. Yep.
Yeah,
Be my first account that I
That was 24
Fine.
hours
Pretty
or
cool.
36 hours. He messaged me and says, I got my first one. I'm like, son of a bitch. He's already rocking and rolling.
so yeah. And I got quite a few other ones that are on the hook. So
I love it. And there's a lot. Obviously, there's plenty of places out there, and the support always helps. That's how the magazine's printed. So
Right.
it helps keep it free for everybody.
it's a pretty awesome magazine, I think.
Oh, hell
Very,
yeah.
very high quality.
Hell yeah.
You're just saying that.
Well,
No. I thought that from day one.
and the whole thing is it's a great magazine that's free to everybody because of the
Advertisers,
sponsors,
yep.
the advertisement that of people that advertise in the magazine. And I mean it's a quality magazine. I've worked with a magazine through the fire service, and again, that advertisement pays for it, and it's free to the firefighters that are members of the state association, and it's a quality magazine. I mean, and this is no different. This is no different than.
I think because it is, I mean, you just picked it up, it just has a different feel to it. You can tell it's printed on thick paper.
Yep.
The pictures and everything are super high quality.
Yep.
It's just a high quality, good magazine.
And what kind of things do you find in this magazine?
You can find all kinds of what a lot of people really like is the
Eric
calendar.
and Big E on the centerfold, man.
That's what everybody seems to really be drawn to is
First
the
thing I ripped
calendar.
out through that thing.
But it's got a list of events. It's got a directory of all the people that advertise. So once you do advertise in it, you're on this directory. So it's easy for bikers to find establishments, etc., that advertise in there, where to find their magazine, maybe locally, if they're far and abroad. There's an events calendar. There's the events page where you can advertise your event for free. And there's all kinds of good articles and stories.
That's something we pride ourselves on, is that it's not just ads. It's not basically a flipping coupon or coloring book. It actually has reading material if you want to read something in different topics and things like that. Right now I've got a Sturgis or Bust article I started last month, and there's a second feature in February, and
Yep,
I'll continue
I was
that
just
through
gonna mention that.
August. So I'm reaching out to people that have been to Sturgis, and Allie and I have it on our bucket list this year to go. Probably more than our bucket list. It's on our. We're making plans to go with Jim and Scott from Bikes, Babes, and Booze.
Right, good guys.
So we are going to be out in Sturgis this year for the first time. I've never been there. We've never been there, so it's going to be a first for me, believe it or not, and we're really looking forward to it. I've been to a lot of events. I've been, Daytona, things like that. And, in some ways they're kind of, I hate to say it, they're all kind of the same in a way, but you got to do it. It's part of the thing, and you just got to go and check it out and see what it's all about. And we're hoping to get a lot of riding in and get out there and enjoy ourselves.
As I dig through my
What you got there?
Is that an empty bottle of Jameson?
just my reservations for Beaver
Yeah, that's the one you
Beaver
finished.
Creek
Can
Campground.
you hand me the bottle
In
of
Custer,
Proper
South
12?
Dakota.
Beaver. It starts with, is that an L or a C? Is it Beaver Log something?
Beaver Lake.
Beaver Lake.
I'm opening up your Proper 12.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that is my
Hold on, I can
reservations.
take a picture of your spot here so I know where to...
So we will actually be out there.
Yeah.
So we,
Sturgis?
yeah, we're going.
We'll have to hook up sometime.
We'll be out there. We're going out before the festivities start. We're leaving on, I think, July 25th or 26th.
And we're going to be there.
And riding out.
One day of the festivities?
We'll be there we could actually be there for 2 days. We'll be there for the first day and the second day of the actual
We're-
rally.
Yeah, we're so.
You say
there's
we,
what,
you're
four
talking-
of you? Four,
So,
three,
yeah.
three are going to be there.
3 of us will be there.
Yeah, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more of us that will be there just the day.
Just Friday,
Just Friday.
the opening day.
Yeah.
We'll be out there the week before, but
Thank you.
we have to leave that Friday.
So you're not going to be there for the whole.
No,
Just
no.
So
out there to
my
ride.
understanding somewhere is we're going out and you're coming home.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so a lot of us can't be off of work that long. I mean, granted, I can be. I mean,
Could be,
I could be.
Right.
but your spouse could
My
not.
my wife would not be able to. I mean,
And
she don't get paid if she don't work.
oh, I get it.
And there's some wisdom out there that says that all those Sturgis rides are better to do like the week before,
Oh yeah,
and not with everybody there.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
And that's
That's another
what
advantage right
we're
there, right?
we're mainly going out there for the rides, to go out and ride. I mean, to be out there. I mean,
good to get the challenge.
We're gonna
you know, you got a week
That's what we're
before.
looking
we're
at.
gonna experience the insanity.
I mean, we got you got a week. To me, Sturgis. Everybody has always said Sturgis is the week before, the week of, and the week after.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, so it's a 3-week process of Sturgis. And,
I've heard the same thing.
And-
Heard the same thing. Yeah.
and I mean, I've got uncles that went out there. Cousins went out there. Stepdad's been out there. And they've all said the same exact thing. Go out there the week before or the week after. All the same shit's still going on.
Yeah.
But you don't
Have the
you
masses.
don't have the masses.
You're still gonna have
The week
people out
off.
there, but
I mean,
Right.
It's not gonna
you're
be
still
nearly
gonna.
as crazy.
I mean, like your bartenders that they ship in from all over the United States
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
are still out there.
we're definitely going to go check out the downtown and go see what the
Right.
buzz is all about, walk the strip and all that stuff, and see all those things. But for me, the riding. I mean,
that's what we're.
you got to go out there and ride it and hit all these places that people talk about, bird tooth
Yep.
and needles and
Yeah.
all the things that people talk about. If you, I don't know if you read the article last month or this month it just came out, but take a chance. I'm trying to interview people that are a little different in the sense of like their personality and what they get out of it. The first one was Dan
Dan the man.
the man,
Man.
Dan Pleasant, and I reached out to him because he's been out there so many times,
Right.
and I was really curious because I know Dan. I know you're cheap, but I want to see how frugal you really were.
Yeah.
And
Because he said he went out there for like $1,300 or something, didn't he?
crazy.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, my campground cost 13. Well, of course that was for.
So
all of
I
us,
was
but-
curious to see the breakdown on that.
Right.
And the guys from Bikes Because Booze, they've been out there, different approach, So for March, I've got another guy lined up, and I'm really curious. I think he's been out there the most of all of them so far. I'm going to say I'm going to guess that he's probably been out there
Come on, buddy. Come on.
12 or 13 times.
Wow.
Wow.
So he's
That's
going
awesome.
to be a good interview.
Yeah.
For March.
And I'm working on John.
Yeah, real good.
'Cause he's going back out there
John
this
Miller.
year. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going back out there. He's
Yeah.
got his ticket.
Oh, he is going back out?
Yeah. Yep.
But he's trailing this time?
I don't think he's riding. I don't. He yeah. I
Well,
don't,
he said last year, he goes, yeah, I'm going to go
Yeah,
out again. But
Yeah. He said,
So-
and that was the whole thing. Is
so that's also there's a contingency of 3 that are riding out, and then the rest of them are sissies and are trailering out.
well,
Well,
Well, 2 of us have backpacks that aren't going to go that far. We're just saying.
I don't have any Kleenex, but I'll buy some, so it's here for you the
I
next
am
time.
crying.
It's reality.
Oh yeah, I mean I get it.
It is what it is.
His backpack could do it though.
On a Sportster?
Now,
Yeah, but they're not.
if she was backpacking, she could do it.
Well,
Is she
You know,
taking the
if
sporty?
he can do it, why you guys?
we're gonna see if we can fit it. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit it because we
Tell you what,
have an extra bike now that we got to fit.
12 or 1,300 miles on a sporty.
You can do 4 on 5.
She-
You can do 5 on a Scotch trailer.
I don't think so.
Easily. I think so.
No, I think you're going to be pushing it for 4.
Yeah.
Being
Well,
it's what, 16 foot?
16 with a V.
Oh, 16 with the V?
that's it.
No, and then the V.
Plus the V.
Plus the V. So it's 20 foot. We'll
You
we'll
throw
manage.
the,
if you
you
put
throw
the
the
sporty in the
sports
nose-
at the nose.
You might be able to get all 5. You might be able to get 5 bikes on there. Might.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're gonna do that come summertime. We're gonna set it up, get it to where it's. I mean, and see. I mean, if we can't, we can't.
Because I think my trailer's
and Princess is good
14.
with that.
My trailer's 14, I think. And we couldn't get 4 bikes on there. But
Right.
width has a lot to do with it, too.
Right.
If it's 7 or 8 feet wide and 16, you'll be able to get 5
Right.
bikes on there.
Well, yeah.
It's not that wide.
Well, you can do it side by side.
She busted you early.
If it's 16,
You liked her for a
the
second.
varts are not more than 8 feet long.
No, there's 7 something.
Okay, so bump.
That's why we couldn't. I
So tire to
couldn't.
tire,
I couldn't do 3 on mine.
in Scott's trailer, we should be able to do that.
The width is what's going to
And-
get you.
Well, it's what is it, 108?
I don't know what it
102?
is. I don't. It's a snowmobile trailer. That's
Right.
that's the bad part. It's a
Right.
snowmobile trailer. So
It looked as wide as the garage on the fifth wheel.
to me, I mean, yeah, it's a 16-foot trailer with a width, and then the V nose. To me, it's only a 2-place snowmobile trailer.
Right.
I mean, but
Those are
The
because
V nose is where the Sportster could go. I think you could fit that in.
well, I think I've got an idea on how it lays out, and Princess is fine without taking her bike. I mean, if we can take it, we can take it. If we can't, we can't.
She doesn't mind backpacking.
And she doesn't have a problem backpacking. It'd be nice to be able to take her bike so she could ride out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Well, absolutely. I mean, nobody on the trail.
Now, are you guys trailing out?
No.
You riding out?
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to it because I know how long of a ride that is, but
Yeah.
I can't do that my first time out. I'll never hear the end of it.
Right. That's what I say.
So, but
I'm gonna be able to get that patch that says I rode mine out.
here's the funny thing is that if I get tired, I can tap her on the shoulder and be like, get in the front. I'll lay in the back of the limit.
Now
No pictures.
we're taking the boat across
Yeah.
and leaving for
go through the
Manitowoc.
UP and across, yeah.
And I think we just talked about it tonight that when we come back, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
bring
We're
Come
not gonna
across-
take the boat
come
across.
across
Come
too.
back. We're gonna come across to a different view that way.
yeah.
So
Never done that. Someday, maybe we'll do that. Maybe or
I mean, the thing is,
You never taken
we're
the
going to
boat
be out,
across?
we're trailering out. We're going to be out there in a day and a half, and we can ride. We can.
we'll be out there in a day and a half too.
it's not a bad idea. I mean, if someone breaks down,
We'll be out there the same
it's
day.
never a
But
bad idea to have somebody with a trailer.
You're going to
out there.
be,
Right.
but you're talking. Your schedule is
What?
resting for a day.
Well, we
The
can.
flexibility to do so.
We have that flexibility because
Fuck that! I'm riding.
I'm
That might
I'm
change.
not going to
when it
sit
gets
out there and
we're already gonna have 900 miles on our belt by the time we get out there, boy.
That's all right. So
I'll just say
why?
this: if I spend a day and a half in a car or a truck, somebody's dying.
Yeah.
There's no way I can do that. No way.
I don't know. In that situation, the guys
Where are they-
probably, well,
You're taking 2 cars out.
Yeah,
probably.
You're gonna have
we're going
to.
to have to
So probably Scott's truck in our van,
probably.
and the women could ride the van, 4 guys in the truck, cooler.
Which one will be?
You guys aren't leaving the same
12
time.
guy.
Like you guys are rolling out at the exact same time, or you're playing catch up.
No, we're leaving. We're
So
leaving
like you
Friday
guys are
morning.
like you guys ready, and you're all just
It's
rolling
a good
out.
plan, but I don't
We're
think
leaving
they're gonna
Friday
go for
morning.
it.
We're gonna get on the Badger.
What,
We're gonna go
cooler?
across,
No, the women.
and we're leaving for
Oh,
Manitowoc.
Oh yeah, they will.
You
They,
think so?
they don't want to be in. They don't
We're
want to be in.
being-
with us.
We're
That's
going.
probably true.
We're going around through
Well-
Chicago.
Okay.
We'll be in Sioux Falls.
You
first
waiting
night.
for them to come off, or are you going to keep on rolling?
Oh no,
Oh, no.
we're not waiting for that. We're actually
I mean,
staying in
when
two
you get
different,
old and
two
married,
different cities.
Okay.
Yeah. We're staying at different campgrounds.
Any chance
So you guys are
You
in
separate pretty efficiently.
Custer.
It really does. It
Custer,
really
and
does work.
we're in. Yeah, we're in there.
We're in that other, and that other place actually called me and was gonna. I could have gotten reservations there,
We are
but I was already
actually
booked. And that lady was so cool with all this crap that's been going on. I'm like, no, I'm just staying there because
we are
divorce and all that
in-
stuff.
We are in Keystone.
Yeah,
Okay.
We are at Camp's Camp. No. Switch them two names around. Camp's
Camp's
Camp
Camp.
and Keystone.
You hear
Which-
that, listeners? You know they're fine people.
I mean,
Camp's Camp.
Come by and say hi.
What's your site number?
Big E will be at Beaver Lake Campground at cabin number 8, I think.
With a pocket full of.
I'll have stickers.
And Billy will be there, so bring your penicillin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Billy's gonna be
shit.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Glad I don't have
Yeah.
fucking
And
babysit.
his wife's not going now.
What's that? His wife's not going.
No.
Tell you right now, I'm not bailing you.
She was gonna backpack all the way out there.
Huh?
Yeah,
She was gonna, yeah.
I've never seen her on a bike.
I know, me neither. Hey, buddy.
So yeah, so it's gonna be fun out there.
Yeah.
I mean, hell yeah. You guys are going out for that the week of.
You have the dates in the calendar, don't you? I'm not sure of the dates.
We are going.
It's nice having a personal assistant that
It is.
can tell
It
you
is.
what to do and where
It
to
is.
be.
Yeah.
First,
I just got rid of mine.
the 9th.
Yeah, you're going to be out there for the actual
yeah.
event.
Yeah, you'll be out there for the actual event.
I think we're good. I think we're planning on leaving on the 3rd.
You know, your personal assistant turnover is outrageous.
I know, right?
100%.
It's terrible.
I mean,
We're definitely going out there to ride. We'll hit the nightlife probably at night, check it out, or maybe spend a little bit of the day there. But our goal is to squeeze in as many of the things that we make a list out of.
Right.
Out of the
That's what we're doing.
out of the interviews we do and the people we talk to, and the guys we're going with are familiar and they know all the spots and things to do. So that's nice that we're going with somebody that's experienced, so that we can
Right.
kind of
Right.
tail and just like
Yep.
follow their lead, and versus us trying to map everything, plan everything out.
And because that's the whole thing is neither. I mean,
Yeah.
none of us have been out there, and so
We have some sources of information, but
right,
we're still
Read
kind of on
the
our own.
magazine every month. There's a new article.
Right?
right.
I happen to have a couple of episodes or copies of that. So
you know, and if for some reason my wife can't go, I mean, I can take any day I want.
right.
Hers could be questionable, and I could ride out.
Right out with us.
Yeah,
Really?
if we're there early or later or whatever. I don't
We'll have to add another day.
Yeah.
Just one.
Well, that's optimistic.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who's planning the ride?
You're tail gunning. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean,
I'll be tail gunner. I don't care.
The ride out I got planned. We're good.
That's kind of why I was asking the
We're
question.
leaving Manitowoc.
No
we're
dirt
leaving
roads?
Manitowoc and
No
going to-
dirt roads?
No dirt roads.
Okay.
Because if you guys were close
Love you,
by
buddy.
and there was people driving and guys on bikes, you want to take a break for 100 miles, someone jumps on your bike, you take you can kind of switch it up.
well, and that was one of the things that we talked that Scooter and I talked about. That I mean, we could all unload the bikes a few hours away or whatever, and ride if the girls felt comfortable driving the truck with the trailer. I mean,
Right.
again,
All right.
that's I mean,
No,
who knows?
All I know is if my wife can go, and I'd rather have her there, but if she can't, or if she can go, she ain't gonna backpack all the way out there.
No, and that's the whole thing is that's when.
And neither is Jen.
Right, and that was one of the biggest things when we.
So I have a spot on the back of my bike for rent if anyone wants to go.
Ask grass for gas.
And that was one of the things when we all started discussing this about riding out there.
Buddy. Good boy.
I mean, by all means, I'm not a very experienced rider,
You're not.
but
Kind of a novice, actually.
I am
Amateur.
I'm very amateur, but when you don't ride on the back of a fucking motorcycle at all,
Right.
and then you're going to ride 1,200 miles.
No, only 900.
Okay, 900 miles. Oh, that's right, because you're taking the boat across.
We're taking the boat across.
So, and then you're going to ride 900 miles.
Yeah. 550 in the first day, so.
I don't think you're going to get on that bike the second day.
Well, I am.
Well, but you drive your bike,
Right,
though.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, we
the
do it every
person
summer.
backpacking
I
that's
mean-
never been that doesn't ride on the
What does she got to
backpack.
do? What do they got to do back there? All they got to do is sit back there and look pretty.
They'll be taking a Greyhound whip back after the first day.
Right.
I have a very nice seat, so.
Said no one ever.
On my bike.
So yeah,
So, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think we covered everything we were going to cover, right?
I hope so.
I think we need to go to the Eagles.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of want to put a plug out there
Okay, put a plug.
because there's a question,
A question.
and I don't know if
Should we do a poll or
Gypsy
survey?
Rider listens to this channel.
I don't know if she listens to my podcast, but we
Right,
do
but
discuss.
there was-
We do discuss.
We
stuff.
had a question of where to go
Yeah, and I
in
told her.
Michigan
I,
for a festival.
I told her.
And you said
Michigan,
Yeah.
because that's where we're going to be. And she
That's
actually
where we're gonna
messaged
be.
me and asked me if I was
Absolutely.
going. I'm like, yeah, we're totally going.
Cool.
So there's a chance that she might show up.
You know, and
That'd be cool.
if anybody follows
cool.
her, hopefully we can get her up there.
Yeah, she's cool. we could-
Because I know she does
I-
a lot of stuff and doesn't post till after
Right.
she's
Right.
for her safety.
Yeah.
Right.
Right,
And
understandable.
kudos, yeah, which is understandable. Kudos to her. Sucks that she's got to
Right.
do that.
Well,
I mean,
she's a single mom.
right.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying though is it sucks that
She
Well,
has to do
that
this.
we're in the world that we're
Right,
in
right.
that she has to do that.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I've
but-
reached out to her, and I think she thinks I'm a stalker, so I just
Jesse,
back
if you're
off.
listening,
Okay,
he is.
sorry.
But no, good.
I'm not
good
afraid.
for her. I mean, that she does what she
Well, I'm a
does.
freak, but not that kind of
But
freak.
the good kind.
But
And,
anyhow,
uh,
yeah.
Well, when she came, I was very secretive
Yeah,
about
you
her
were.
being.
I know
there.
she,
I mean,
he wouldn't
I
give
mean-
me info.
I mean,
I wouldn't even tell
I knew about it, but
Right.
I mean, whatever. But it'd be cool to have her up there,
Yeah.
and even for people to know that she's there. If she did, I mean,
Right.
if it went as
Well,
far as
and
people knowing she's there,
being there, she'd be
because
safe.
because she
Because
would
that's
be
just-
safe.
That's
Sure,
just,
sure.
That's just.
You know, I mean, she kind of inspired me to like.
But when she's out on her own doing that thing,
No,
Right.
I
no,
I
she
get
has
that.
to keep that.
I get
secret.
that.
Yeah, that's
and I get that.
that's just
And-
smart.
You know, so she kind of inspired me to like buy all the equipment for rustic camping, and I just need another pushover
Do you
to
have it?
actually do it. I got all the shit now.
Do you?
I just haven't done it yet.
Well,
We need to do that at least once this summer too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I mean,
I'm thinking Hell to Paradise.
Maybe.
gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
I'm gonna rustic camp Hell to Paradise. That'll be fun.
Is that the ALR ride, or are you just doing it on your own?
the LR ride.
ALR.
Yeah. Last year, one of our buddies in Warriors Oath, Cutthroat, he made the run, and I think he was cool with me joining him this year. So
No. He doesn't really like you. Right.
it's better than being thirsty.
We wrapping this thing up or
Yeah,
what?
we're gonna wrap.
Yeah, we gotta get
We're,
rolling.
we're drinking a beer and we are wrapping this up. We have
Drinking hay beer?
well here. We've already had a couple and some bourbon. We did break out the bourbon. We actually it was OG's suggestion that we christen the new podcast studio with the Blantons. So
Yeah, it was okay.
It's not worth the money, but
It is
just
not
sitting there
worth
not doing anything.
but it's cool to say we had Blantons.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, run out there and get that.
Yeah. And they don't sponsor this podcast, so you really don't have to.
Yeah, don't buy that shit. It's too expensive.
But they could. If they wanted to.
Oh, if they could. I mean, if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, they
I'd be
could.
fine with it.
But they don't.
They don't.
But
Same with,
they're not going to.
Same with the housewarming gift that I brought, Proper
yeah.
12.
Proper 12.
They could sponsor this if they wanted to, but I'm just saying.
Proper 12. That'd be a good sponsor.
Yeah.
I'd be all about that.
Are you trying to
I would like Hot Rod to fucking sponsor us.
I'm just trying to get.
I'm
But they
I'm
should.
gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that some more.
Yeah, they should.
They should for all the free plugs we give them.
Is
Well,
what
either
we talked about?
either the podcast or Thunder Roads Magazine.
They already have Thunder Roads magazine there.
Like I said, we appreciate your
Hot Rod.
Oh,
contribution to Thunder Roads Magazine, Hot Rod. Thanks.
Yeah.
But let's look at Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
let's close this up.
All right, we're gonna wrap this.
there's
shit
fun
up.
to be had.
There's shenanigans to have,
Shenanigans.
and we're getting the hell out of here. So, have a good one, bikers. And life is short.
Woohoo!
Get after it. Thanks for listening to the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast. Remember, bikers, life is short. Get after it.